Every global empire began with one person who refused to believe their dream was too big. This is a true story. This is the story of Amanda Trends Ventures LLC. There is a kind of magic in African mornings, the kind that rises before the sun, the kind that sings before the day begins, the kind that carries centuries of wisdom in the hands of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. In this town, every person played a role. The weavers wove. The traders called out. The elders watched. The children ran. And somewhere between the dust and the gold of that morning light, a young woman watched it all and dared to imagine something more. Her name was Amanda. She did not come from money. She did not come from power. She came from something rarer than both a mind that could see what others could not and a heart brave enough to believe in it. There was something in her eyes that did not belong to that moment, something that belonged to the future. A quiet fire. The kind that does not roar, it endures. While others slept, Amanda dreamed with her hands. Every night, by the flicker of a small lantern, she sketched. She designed. She imagined. Not because someone told her she could, but because something inside her refused to let her stop. Page after page, night after night, designs that blended the color of her culture with the language of the world. She was not just drawing clothes. She was drawing a future that did not yet exist and making it real, one line at a time. The elders of the town had seen many seasons come and go. They had watched dreamers rise and fall. They had counted the cost of boldness. But in the quiet of their evenings, they still spoke the old words, the ones that had carried their people through every storm. One elder leaned close to the fire and said, "The tree that stands alone in the storm will bend, but the forest stands forever." There, Amanda heard those words. She did not fully understand them yet, but she held them close, like a lantern for the road ahead. Every dream begins the way a seed does, in the dark, unseen, unnamed, unknown, but alive. And Amanda's dream had been in the dark long enough. It was time to plant it somewhere it could grow. The Harmattan came that year, with its dry wind and its thick haze, the season that tests what is routed and scatters what is not. Amanda felt it in her bones, a signal. A season of change. Her change. She counted her savings one last time. Not because the number was large, it was not. Not because the path was clear, it was not. She counted them because they were hers. Every coin earned. Every coin saved. Every coin carrying the weight of a decision that would change everything. The door was small. The sign was simple. But when Amanda turned that key for the very first time, the sound it made was the sound of a life beginning. The town did not stop for her. People walked past. Some looked. Most did not. A few shook their heads with that familiar look, the look that says without saying, "Who do you think you are?" Whispers moved through the market like smoke. She spent her savings on a shop. What does she know about business? Our mothers tried. Our aunts tried. It never lasts. The doubt was loud. The support was quiet. But Amanda had prepared for this. Not with arguments. With patience. Thud. That first evening, when the last light finally left the sky, Amanda sat alone in her empty shop. Not a single customer. Not a single sale. Just silence, and the question every dreamer must face. What if I was wrong? She let the tears come. Did not fight them, because she knew something her doubters did not. Crying is not giving up. Crying is just the storm before the clearing. But every morning, she was back. Door open, clothes arranged, smile ready. Not because it was easy. Rude because it was hers. And she had not come this far to let one empty day or 20 steal what she had planted with her own hands. She treated every piece of fabric like it deserved to be in a museum. folded with care, displayed with intention, each color telling a story, each design holding a dream. Her shop was not just a shop, it was a statement. I am here, I am real, and I am not going anywhere. And then slowly the tide began to shift. First one, then two, then three. Curious souls stepped through the door. Not to buy, just to look. Amanda knew, looking is always how it starts. And then she came. A young girl, no older than Amanda had been when the dream first found her. She walked toward the shop, the way you walk, toward something you want desperately, but are afraid to want. She paused at the entrance, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Her eyes darted left and right, checking if anyone was watching. Checking if she was allowed to step into a dream like this. Amanda saw her. Not her hesitation. Not her worn clothes. Not her small bag. She saw herself 12 months earlier, Kay standing at the edge of a decision, hoping someone would say, "Come in. You belong here." Amanda walked toward her slowly. No pressure, no performance, just one human being making space for another. "What have you got in that bag?" she asked. 3 words that changed 2 lives. Lila's hands shook as she reached inside. One by one, she pulled out her designs. Handmade, careful, brilliant in their own way. She had carried them for weeks. Too afraid to show anyone, too proud to throw them away. She held her breath and waited for the verdict that had broken her confidence too many times before. Amanda looked at each design. Slowly, carefully, completely. And then she smiled. Not the polite smile that softens a rejection. The real smile, the one that lights up a room and says without any words at all, "This is something. You are something." Without hesitation, Amanda walked to the rack and placed Lila's designs right in the center, where everyone would see them first. Not because it was good for business, because it was the right thing to do, because someone had once made space for her dream, even when no one was watching, and now it was her turn. What happened next could only be described as magic, the kind made not by chance, but by truth. Customers came, customers saw, customers bought. One design, then another, then another. The rack emptied like rain drying in the sun, fast, and leaving something clean behind. Sold out. 2 of the most beautiful words in any language. Lila stared at the empty rack with eyes wide and wet, not because her designs were gone, but because the world had just told her they were worth something. She was worth something. Word traveled the way it always does in close communities, fast and louder than the truth. But this time, the truth was loud enough. That shop on the corner, have you heard? They sell real things there. Handmade things, a home. And the woman who runs it, she believes in people. They came one at a time, then in pairs, then in groups, each one carrying something in their hands and something even heavier in their chests. A dream they had been told was too small or too strange or too much for a person like them. They came because Amanda's shop had done something radical. It had said yes when everything else had said no. Amanda stood at the door and welcomed every single one. She did not ask for credentials. She did not ask for experience. She asked only one thing. "Show me what you made." The shop that once stood empty and quiet was now the loudest corner in town. Color everywhere. Laughter everywhere. Hands working. Minds creating. Commerce and community woven together like cloth, inseparable. Stronger for the threads. That evening, the elders gathered again. They spoke of Amanda. They spoke of what she had built. They spoke of the young people finding their voices inside her walls. One elder folded his hands and said, "She did not just open a shop. She opened a door. And now many are walking through it. And then the most unexpected thing happened. The eldest of the elders, the one who had spoken the proverb about the forest, walked to her door. He knocked. Amanda opened it, surprised to see him standing there, his face carved by decades of watching the world change and remain the same. He looked at her for a long moment. Then he nodded, just once. Slowly, things, and in that single nod was everything, every doubt that had been answered. Every whisper that had been wrong. Every morning she had shown up when everything in her wanted to stay home. Amanda understood. She had become the forest. There is an old saying, a single stick breaks easily, but a bundle of sticks that cannot be broken. Amanda had not just built a business. She had built a bundle of people, of dreams, of voices that no storm could scatter. She stood among them, not above them, not apart from them, among them. That was her secret. That had always been her secret. Not ambition alone, not talent alone, but the radical decision to bring others with her. As the golden light folded itself back into the horizon, Amanda locked the door. The same door she had unlocked with trembling hands, what felt like a lifetime ago. Her hands were steady now. And then she opened her laptop. The screen glowed against the darkening sky. 8 stores, 8 worlds. Each one carrying a piece, holiday, of everything she had built. The beauty, the technology, the learning, the fashion, the pets, the homes, the bodies, the kitchens. Orders were coming in from cities she had only ever dreamed of visiting. People she had never met were living better because of something she had started in a small shop, with a small key and an enormous belief in what was possible. She paused and looked back. At the sign, at the window, at the light still glowing inside. She thought of the girl who had sat in the dark, crying. 3. Into the silence, wondering if she had made a terrible mistake. She whispered to that girl, "It was not a mistake. It was a beginning. This is not the end of the story. It never is." Because the seeds Amanda planted in that dusty town, in that small shop, in the hearts of every person, she looked in the eye and believed in those seeds are still growing. Across 8 stores, across continents, across screens and doorsteps and dining tables and fitness mats and kitchen counters, Amanda Trends Ventures LLC was built for you. Whatever lifestyle you live, whatever dream you carry, whatever you need, there is a store for you. There is a place for you. There is a community for you. Because that is what Amanda built. Not just a business, a belonging.